A pretty much like new 28-foot little Coachmen Freelander just bopped in here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. If you want to see if it's still available, there's a link in the video description that says check for price and availability. You can get to that with one click. And we only do everything at Haylett's: hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, etc. Doesn't matter where you are. She's on wheels. We can get her there. Anyway, what's it doing here? That's the question. Why is something that's almost new sitting here? It's only got 2,100 miles and only 6.6 hours on the generator. Suffice to say, life changed on them. This was owned by a little grandpa and grandma who said, you know, for the two of us, this is going to be great. And then life changed, and they ended up effectively having 3 grandkids live with them. Well, this got a little tight for 5, so they're swapping this out for a larger Class A. And they didn't need the little one anymore. And good news for you, that means you've got a basically new RV here at a used RV price tag. You know, it is what it is. It means that you're not going to pay any sort of new RV depreciation. It means the folks that are letting this go, they're going to have to soak a bit of that. They're aware of it, but, you know, they need to make a change to make things work for their lifestyle. So it is what it is. That's just the way of the world. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and every time you make a plan, God laughs at you. That's what I've learned in this life. What is this thing? Great little runaround coach. You know, small family capable, more ideal for couples, I would say. But look at the luster and the shine on this. It still has that like new high gloss on it. Generator down here, again, only 6.6 hours on this little Onan. That is some impressive stuff, barely used. Similarly, with only 2,100 miles, original factory tires just still look fantastic. There's a lot of rubber left on those sneakers. Pretty fair outside storage. Now, it's a little drizzly. I've got one hand on the camera, and I generally need to use one hand on the umbrella here. So when I use one hand in front of the camera like that, understand I got to use a little bit of shoulder technique, like when you shove your phone into your neck so you can talk to somebody on it. So opening up all the storage compartments right now, a little bit tricky. What I love about this, though, you can get to it from under the bed, from the back, from each side. You can get to it from anywhere and everywhere. It's just really, really hyper functional that way. It does have a 5,000-pound tow rating on it, which is pretty standard in the Class C market. This is also built during the 50th anniversary of Coachmen RV, making RVs. 50 consecutive years. Not a lot of brands have ever achieved that mark. And I don't know if any of the others that ever have are still around. I think Coachmen might actually be like the grandfather of the business right now, if you will. Laddered it up for seasonal roof maintenance, although the roof looks just fantastic because it hasn't been owned long enough to have problems. And I do like that the overhead cab vent and the bathroom ceiling vent both have the max air cover, so you could use them for fresh air even on a rainy day like today. You know, push button power awning, all the stuff you'd expect. These when I've had to sell against these in my career, it's always been a hard day at the office because, frankly, it's a good coach. It does a lot of good things in the right places. It's no nonsense. And pardon the shoddy cam work. I'm trying to close the door behind me. There we go. Fantastic. All right. Let's get to work. What is this thing? First of all, I love this wood tone. This has such like a cozy, almost cabin, vacation, getaway feel to it. It's got a really nice color palette. And you know, like most men, I think, 80% of men suffer from some form of color blindness, usually the color red. I just like, it's a real toned down interior, but I also really like they put a little shape and character into it here and there. It didn't have to be much. Things don't have to be expensive to be attractive, and I don't think enough brands understand that, and these guys certainly do. We've got a 7-foot tall interior, so it's nice and open and comfortable in here. No slide model, so I mean, she's always 100% functional, whether you're going down the road or whether you're there. It doesn't matter. You can sleep a couple overhead. Dinette can fold down, sofa can jackknife down. So, I mean, if you really had to, you could really bunk a bunch of people up in here. All of your countertops are a thermal foil pressed sealed countertop. They're waterproof. So if you're splashing water around the sink, or if you accidentally spill an iced tea or something like that, maybe it's a Long Island variety, I don't know, I'm not judging, I'm just saying, sometimes accidents happen. It's not, no big deal, wipe it up, it's not going to damage anything. Also, completely carpetless. The lady of the house who is letting this go, I was talking with her, she loves the coach. And for their original plan for the two of them, it was going to work out great. Just again, life changed. She goes, I love that it was just completely carpetless. I just don't need all that carpet. I don't need stuff to take care of. I can take this runner rug out and beat it like my husband, and it'll be fine. And by the way, don't get all worked up like, oh, he's promoting domestic violence. Blah! It's not that at all. Don't take life too serious, because you're never going to make it out alive. Notice all the remotes are still here. That's something I've learned to look for, because a lot of times remotes come up missing. You know, you've got your HD TV up here, and I like this little, hey, kid, don't roll out of the bed net that they have here. Again, it's simple, but gosh, it's perfect. It does exactly what it needs to, you know? It doesn't have to be more complicated than that. Outside, I mentioned Max Air vent over the front and the bathroom. I forgot to mention one over the living room here as well. And case in point, raining outside, but look at that. We're getting some nice fresh air in here today. It's actually pretty welcome. Cabin up front, or cab, whatever you want to call it. Pretty simple. This is on a Chevy chassis. And you notice here that you do have a observation camera. Your backup camera can be manually activated just for a rear quarter observation camera. That's pretty cool. I like that, actually. It's not real common in the business. Flipping us around here, we've got a simple but effective kitchenette. It's actually kind of broken up. Really, well, it's really not broken up, but it sort of looks and feels that way. So you've got the bulk of it, the lion's share of it right here. You got obvious counter space. You've got your sink, your stove. You're like, okay, yep, I get it. This is the kitchen, and they did a good job. Like, as dumb as it sounds, this little divider right here, it really helps define. Yes, that's the kitchen. This is the living. I do like too that they have rear-facing seat belts. That's not standard and not common in this business. That's a good safety feature. But right here, a lot of, like, you look at this and you're sort of like, in your mind, it's the end of the kitchen. But no, it's actually still the kitchen. It's the pantry space. You've got good pantry storage here. And right across from it, of course, we've got our traveling-friendly gas-electric refrigerator. Little pocket of storage above. No such thing as too much storage, though. Now, this is cool. You've got a definition, a very small step, a 6-inch step, which still means it's 6.5 foot tall up here. So even a big, tall guy like me can still fully walk around in here comfortably. Up to this very expansive bedroom. I don't think I have ever seen a no-slide motorhome with a bedroom like this. And here's what's cool. Because it's not an east-west bed where the bed is over on the side of the trailer. It's front to back. It's a full 80-inch bed. That's not common either. This is a tall person-friendly coach with a tall person-friendly bed. Those things are unusual in the business. Big closet on the side with dresser drawer, a little bit smaller drawer, a little bit smaller closet. But this is not smaller than in a normal RV, because this RV that we're in is a little bit wide body. So you do have plenty of space there. Oops, I should have turned around the other way. So this door kind of locks in place, pretty common in motorized. But you can see that it sort of is a little bit of a classic split bath, which is what gives us the ability to have this large, expansive private rear master suite, really, and a little traveler's-friendly runaround coach. This is a very cool floor plan. And walking through these like this, I definitely have respect for this product. It's not a product that we carry at our dealership, but it is not because we don't think it's sharp. It just, we have other things, basically. This is a good product, and you're not crazy for liking it, I'll say that. So give us a call, learn more. You can visit the link in the video description to see if we have it in stock, what we're asking. Actually, we're selling this for some folks, so what they're asking, kind of like real estate. But even though we're selling this on consignment, don't let that confuse you. We still do trades, we still do financing, we still do everything, just like it was our RV. Don't worry about that. So, in a sense, purchasing this is sort of like buying a house through a real estate agent, but with all of the benefits of a dealership like us who can take care of all your service needs and everything built right in. Pretty cool. You kind of get the best of both worlds. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.